Dread, exhaustion, and depression were among the words people used to describe how they felt towards the upcoming presidential race in a recent poll. If election talk is stressing you out, you're not alone. 67% of those surveyed said they were very anxious about the election. And with just 44 days to go, that anxiety, it's growing. Here with us is Dr. Hena Komisar. Doctor, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So we know political races have always been tense. What's changed this time around?
Well, I mean, a lot has changed. I think that we used to be closer together in our views as a country. I think because we're so split in a binary fashion, I think that gives people a sense of doom, as if their candidate loses, they're going to lose a way of life or they're going to lose fundamental values. So this kind of extreme nature of politics today, also the heated and aggressive and almost violent nature of politics today is making people feel unsettled more than ever before.
How does political stress affect people's mental and physical health?
Well, I mean, they catastrophize, right? So they go into a state of feeling, as I said, doom and despair, as if the world is going to end. And as we know, when your candidate loses, the world doesn't end. It may not be a world that you enjoy living in as much as if your candidate had won. But we also know that our system is 4 years, 4 years, 4 years. So there's always another opportunity to change the way of life in our country. So I think the catastrophizing, and then I think the symptoms that follow with that, the definition of anxiety is projecting into the future loss, and so it's projecting loss that may not happen, and even if it does happen, is not going to be the end of the world.
Doc, I am curious, how does political stress differ from other stressors like family, money, or health? Why is this different?
Well, again, I think people invest so much in associating it with a way of life, and so I think, as I said, the way things have become so extreme in society in terms of what we believe and how extreme our beliefs are, I would say the rise in fundamentalism on both sides has created a lot of this anxiety.
Well, doctor, is there a way to stay politically engaged while maintaining your mental health for the next 44 days?
Yeah, I think turn down the volume. And that means less media exposure. We need to have media exposure. We need to know what's going on, so you limit your amount of television viewing and reading of articles to, maybe a half an hour a day, but no more. Get enough sleep. Eat well, exercise, meditate, do all the things that get you back to a feeling of balance in your life, and try not to fight with those you love. I mean, I think the hardest thing for people is that politics is now splitting families apart. It may always have done that, but because we weren't so far apart in our views, it didn't quite do what it's doing to families now. You'll have families fighting about politics, and it's causing a great deal of anxiety. So I would say avoid as much as possible conflicts over politics, particularly with the people that you love, whose support you rely on.
I think that's great advice, not only with the election coming up, but the holidays coming up. Hena Komisar, doctor, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.